I think the best part of an El Nino year is the fact that we're not in La Nina. And the reason being, when you have those warmer sea surface temperatures in the eastern Pacific Ocean, you do have enhancements in the jet stream, the southern subtropical jet stream, and the storm track along that jet stream. And that generally means that we will see stronger, more frequent storm systems rolling across the southern half of the country.
I'm concerned about is more where the jet stream will be located and how that will steer the storm systems across the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles. So I would probably, my forecasting would probably have more of a wet bias than a dry bias if we get into a strong El Nino.
You know, today we have one system exiting while another one is rolling in from the west very quickly. But I think the difference would be the depth and the track of these systems. Right now, a lot of these systems are approaching in drier northwest flow. During an El Nino, you would expect to have more systems approach from the west or even the southwest. And those systems could be deeper as they move across and have a little better opportunity to entrain moisture from the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, we get what's in the deformation band, what we call that, and that's where you get more of an enhanced lift in the upper levels of the atmosphere, which bring more of the rainfall or snowfall sometimes with that.
A 50% chance is about 2 to 3 times the climatological signal or climatological statistic for getting into an El Nino. It's still, not the greatest of chances. We'd like to have it higher because certainly when we're in an El Nino, that generally means cooler and wetter conditions for the southern plains. Even here locally on the Texas Panhandle, could see a more active storm track with cooler temperatures and more chances of precipitation.
If we get winds out of the southeast, that brings up that rich Gulf moisture. That's what you want for rainfall. But if winds come out of the south or southwest direction, it's moving, that air mass is moving over the land, so it's not going to be as moist.
And this is just generally speaking, but say the buoy data came in tomorrow and drastically, all of a sudden we were in solidly in El Nino conditions, then it could be another 1 to 2 to maybe 3 months before we really start to see the impact of those storm systems rolling across the southern plains.
Just have to wait, and not all El Ninos mean greater precipitation for us.
There's still that 50% chance that conditions could remain neutral. I think the good news for residents of the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles, though, is that there is very little to no signal for a return to La Nina.